Hi guys, how are you all doing? Finally, I'm back again. So, last week I contracted coronavirus, and yeah, I was really sick. The first 4 days it was horror for me because I was having so many pains in my body. I could not even do any vlog for you people. But right now I'm back again. I know I promised you people I'm gonna do some type of videos, but today I wanna do something else as I think of what I can do for you again, you guys. So guys, to cut the long story short, I had to take my jacket. It's really cold, we are approaching winter. Anyway guys, if you're working in Germany, you need to watch this video because there's some people who work here and they don't know many rules and laws about work here in Germany. They just go to work, come home, go back to work again. Somebody gets a resignation letter and then they just start getting worried. They don't know where they're gonna find another type of work. So today I'm here to help those people who just get confused. They get a letter from the boss and they don't know what to do. I'm just going to give you this story. This is a story of mine. So I was working in a certain Heim, is where old people live here in Germany. It's called Altersheim, Pflegeheim. So I was working in one Pflegeheim. I worked with that company like 3 years. I was just doing my mini job there. So it got a point whereby I was pregnant and I had to go to for my maternity leave. So they paid me my money when I was pregnant, and then after giving birth, they don't pay you any money. So you get money from the Elterngeldstelle. You don't get money from the workplace, especially the mini job. You don't get money from the mini job place where you're working. So they didn't give me any amount of money. So I was still there, and now it got a point where I wanted to resume back to work. When I was still on my maternity leave, I think it was 1 month, then I had to return to work officially. So I was in Kenya for 3 months, and then there was this corona and I could not come back to work. I told my boss I'm in Kenya and there's Ausgangssperre. They closed the boundaries. No flights was taking off from Kenya to anywhere. Like nobody will just go with aeroplane from anywhere. So I told my boss, unfortunately, I cannot fly to Germany because we don't have any flights, and I'm now with my kid. Even if I come back to work, I don't know how I'm going to work. Like, that was not my boss' problem. It was my problem because nobody told me to go to Kenya, but it was also not my problem because I didn't bring corona to this world. So my boss refused to understand. This job I'm talking about was my mini job, my part-time job. Can you imagine my job, my main boss, and like my full-time job where I'm working, the boss gave me my holiday, my extra holiday when I was on my maternity leave. Then I asked this part-time job boss, do I still have any holiday when I was on my maternity leave? He said, no, you don't have. You have to come back to work. It doesn't go like that. I'm gonna resign you from this workplace. Then I told him, if I don't have any holiday and all those things, I cannot come to work. So you can resign me. But guys, this is where I'm going to talk about this law that I'm telling you. There's something he told me. He asked me on my email if I can sign that Aufhebungsvertrag, and then he's going to give me 600 euro. So when you're working here and let's say, for example, situation like mine, a boss comes and tells you he wants to resign you. Guys, if you have done your proboscite, normally if you get a contract, the proboscite is actually mostly 6 months. I know because everywhere I've worked as a nurse, the proboscite is 6 months. The first 6 months is probation. So when you have done, like when you have passed your probation, nobody can sack you. Nobody's supposed to sack you unless you have done something that is very big, like stealing, beating someone at work, like you threatening someone to kill someone. Those are the things you can make the boss to resign you. But all these small things, like you're crank, you're sick, such things, nobody can sack you. So I'm here to tell you today, never ever sign that And once you start working here in Germany, always read the contract very well. Nowadays, you have Google Translate. You can just take the contract, make a picture, go there and read everything in your language that you understand. Don't, even if you're applying for work, you go there, you find a work, don't ever sign that contract at the workplace. Normally they call you, you can come and sign your contract. Take that contract, go sit somewhere and read it thoroughly. Germans are so wise. You can sign something which has something inside there you didn't understand. Yeah, it applies even when you're buying something out there. When you want to take a credit or loan, always read inside the contract very well before you sign any contract here in Germany. Because anything small you don't understand, that would be the end of you. So always make sure you read that contract to understand. And whenever your boss comes along with any letter for you to sign, like a resignation letter, don't accept that letter. Say you're going to speak to your lawyer. And guys, it's always very important to have this Rechtsschutzversicherung. When you're working, make sure you have that Versicherung, because there's some places you're going to work, they're going to be disturbing, even to pay you is going to be a problem. So have Rechtsschutzversicherung. And go to the internet, look for any Versicherung and then pay for it, because there's some things sometimes, even me, I've experienced some bad things with my employer. Some of the employers were very rough. I told them I want to resign. They were playing along. They didn't want to let me go. So I had to tell them I have a lawyer. If you don't allow me to resign, I'm going to take it to my lawyer. And because I knew my rights, I have to show the boss I know my rights. If these bosses, they know you know nothing, they're going to mess with you. Let's say, for example, you're working in a certain company and you're earning like 1,000 euro. And then your boss comes and tells you like he doesn't want to work with you, and you know very well that boss cannot give you any, you did not do anything wrong. So him giving you a resignation letter is so hard for him. So you can also sit down with your boss. You tell your boss, okay, if you give me 3,000 euro, the next salary for 3 months, I'm going to go away. I'm going to accept that Aufhebungsvertrag, but you have to write everything down. So you don't just sign anything, okay, like Moonlish, because you just say 3,000, then you just sign. No, let that boss write everything down that shows you're going to be given 3,000 euro. You understand? If the salary was 1,000, at least you're going to get 3,000 euro, and then you can sign the contract. Yeah? So that's the only option you can do with your boss. You tell the boss, if you pay me my salary for the next 3 months, I'm going to sign it. Most of them, they don't have any option. They do sign it. They do accept your whatever you're telling them. So, but if the boss doesn't propose anything, not paying you any amount of salary for the next 2 months, 3 months, don't sign that thing. Let the boss accept paying you extra money. Then you can sign that paper. So that's how I did with my boss. I told my boss, if you pay me the next salary for 3 months, I'm going to sign this contract. He sent me an email. I emailed him back so that I can have proof. You understand? If you go to the lawyer, you have proof. This is what he wrote you. This is what you wrote back. This is what we wrote again. So, and you all know with email, nobody can delete what they sent you. It's so hard. So that's what I did. So guys, I hope you have learned something about this Aufhebungsvertrag. Like I said, this Aufhebungsvertrag is when you come to Germany and your boss wants to resign you and your probation is already over. When the probation is over, nobody can sack you. So don't ever sign this Aufhebungsvertrag. It's called Aufhebungsvertrag. You can write somewhere, Aufhebungsvertrag. Don't sign it unless someone pays you enough money for 3 months, and you can keep on. And always make sure immediately you sign that contract, you start looking for another work. Don't wait to start looking for work slowly, because the 3 months are going to finish and you don't find any job. Then you start depending on people, because the government will not help you. So make sure you look for another work as quickly as possible. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and to share. See you in the next one. Bye bye, guys.